Hey guys, today we're back with another gun review, and today on the channel we'll be reviewing the H&K SP5. Stay tuned for this one. Alright guys, we're back. Once again today we're going to be reviewing the H&K SP5. I've already got the unboxing review up, and I thought we'd go ahead and jump into the actual range review. Let's go ahead and jerk the SP5 out and a few other things that come with it. In the actual unboxing review, I showed everything that come with the actual box and everything, or the bag, whichever way you want to say it, and everything along them lines. But pretty much all we're going to need for this review is both of the mags and the gun itself. As you can see here, the gun is unloaded, it's safe to talk about, and we'll go ahead and jump into the review. As you can see, the H&K SP5 is about a work of art. This is one of the greatest submachine guns ever made. This is the SP5, not the MP5, but it's exactly built just like the MP5, except it is semi-automatic for civilian. This was introduced in late 2019, and it has been a hit ever since. As you all know, with the coronavirus in 2020 occurring, you could not even get your hands on these for multiple months, and they went up to one part close to $5,000, if not even $6,000. They got so expensive at one part of the coronavirus. If you see, it's got a little bit of a reflective black tint to it. It will come just like it done in the unboxing review. I actually put the Wilson Combat Oil all over it, and not only coats on it and creates a very dark black look to it, but it also protects it as well from stuff resulting in rust, sweat from you and all that. But this gun right here, we have put the SB tactical brace on it. I actually picked up this gun from Duke Sports Shop. They give me a very good deal on it, and I appreciate them for that. And just thank you very much for what you all have let me get right here, because I have been looking for one of these for a while. And just very nice gun overall, and very hard to find, especially still even today. They sell for about around 24 to 25, even 26 and higher on Gunbroker. But we won't get into that too much before YouTube starts thinking I'm trying to sell this, in which I'm not. This will be my own personal one that I'll be keeping. This is one of the best 9mm rifles, pistols, whatever else you want to put underneath the category that I've ever shot. I've never shot a pistol that felt like this. I've never shot a rifle. I've never shot a pistol with a brace that feels like this. I'm talking about everything. The design is a roller type of design. I mean, you could sit here for, I'm telling you, we could sit here for 3 days straight and talk about the entire history with the MP5 and the pretty much SP5, what this one is, and we'd still have more to talk about it. It is it's a top 5 world's most known gun ever invented. I mean, you can see this anywhere, and almost anybody off the street will be able to say, yeah, that's a MP5 type of build. And it's known worldwide for anti-terrorism use, military, law enforcement. It's been a staple in United States history since it was invented. And it was actually invented in Germany in 1966. So this is a very old designed gun. I mean, it's been around for multi years, but how well it was built and everything behind it, it still shows its relevancy here in 2021. If that doesn't tell you something, then I don't know what does. You have this and the SP5 or SP5K, which was the 5.5 inch. This is a 8.89 if I'm not mistaken, so pretty much a 9-inch barrel, threaded with the tri-lug adapter on the barrel as well. It's free-floated barrel, so you'll get very accurate results out of it. And there are tests shown that shows this gun shooting over 100,000 rounds, and the barrel is still holding up to accuracy and everything else. I mean, which is unheard of. Just one of the greatest guns ever built. You have here, whenever the gun does fire dry, you'll hear a click. So what you will have to do, so say here you got to click, you got to pull out the mag, or most time people rack the bolt back first. You'll pull out the mag, as you can see here, reinsert a new mag, lock it into place, and slap it. That's one of the things that the MP5 SP5 is known for, is that HK slap. And some people say it hurts the gun, but HK has come straight out and said the slap does not hurt the gun. That's what they designed it to do. So you can see here on the back we have the SB PDW folding brace, or telescopic collapsible brace, whatever you want to call it. Here's your full, whenever it's fully collapsed, it's your next, and then there's fully extended. I like to run it with a fully extended, either on my arm, or sometimes I put it on my shoulder. Just depends sometimes, but most of the time I do the arm brace, and sometimes I go a little bit further. Sometimes just use it as a cheek weld. Sometimes it accidentally comes against my shoulder. You know how that goes. But one of the most fun and just a all-around pleasure of a gun to shoot. It's known as one of the best, if not the best, 9mm submachine gun MP5 anyway it's ever built. These are very, very reliable, and you just cannot beat them at all. As you can see in the review, I've shot it not only with the bungee sling on the back of it. I also shot it just holding it straight out with the bungee sling as well. Shot it using the arm brace, and shot it holding it on my cheek here, not against my shoulder. Sometimes it slipped onto my shoulder, sometimes it didn't. But just having them 3 points of contact here, as you can see in the video, just a very, very great shooting gun overall. The trigger on it's very interesting. Haven't felt a trigger like this before. You kind of hit a wall, and then you have a decent amount of pull, and then snap. A lot of people, out of the, the clones and everything, some of the clones have really horrible triggers. This one right here, I absolutely love. I mean, there's really no trigger that's close to it, if you want my honest opinion about it. Kind of feels close to maybe a Glock. I mean, kind of how that feels, even though, it is a full hammer-fired gun inside. But, it's hard to tell exactly what type of trigger pull it is. It's pretty much specific to itself, and you'll have to feel one and shoot one for yourself to figure out what I'm talking about. But I like it a lot. You can get a good, accurate shot with it. This right here is the new 2021 model with the aperture sight, not the cutouts in it, but to where it actually has circles. You go from the largest one to the next smallest, to the next smallest, to the next smallest, until you have the smallest one, and then goes back to the largest one. So 4 different types of apertures that you can look through for depending on different ranges of what you like to run. From me, what I can tell altogether, the large one is very nice. I run it a tad bit. The next one, pretty nice as well. Whenever I was shooting at longer ranges, I had it on the smallest one. You can get a very well sight picture with it. I mean, overall, you can hammer out. If you get your headset right on this and your eye right down, I mean, wherever you're aiming and you pull the trigger, and that's where that bullet's gonna land. It's just overall one of the nicest guns I've ever owned, and this is one I'm going to be owning. So if y'all know me, if I keep a gun, it's a pretty good one in my book anyway, because I go in between a lot of different guns to review and everything, and if it's one that I keep around for a long time or keep indefinitely, then you all know I'm pretty happy with it. That being said, guys, like I said, we could sit here and talk about it for days straight, and I couldn't tell you everything there is to know about these guns. Franklin Arms, Franklin Arms even makes a binary trigger. Might be trying to get one of them to review for him, but as you all know, with everything going on with YouTube and their demonetizing gun channels, I'll probably staying away from any of that stuff for any bit of time, just because it's not really safe for your channel in general to have anything on there. I already had to delete my Echo trigger review because I think it might have been what they hung me on or whatever. But I'll be hopefully getting my channel remonetized before too long. But just as guys, as you can see in the video, just me shooting it, my cameraman, my dad shooting it, everything like that. I mean, you all don't know. It's a work of art. It really is, and that's why this gun right here is still relevant in 2021. You have, just like I said, a threaded barrel to where you could thread on a suppressor if you wanted to. You have a tri-lug adapter for the suppressor if it can adapt to the tri-lug as well. You have both the ambidextrous magazine release, the paddle down here, which was missing on the SP5K whenever it first came out, and you also have the magazine release button, which I don't think I've ever even used shooting at any. But you know, most people do use a flap, and that's what I use myself. Is this the best overall bang for your buck 9mm carbine or whatever, pistol with a brace, whatever you want to call it, on the market? Possibly, possibly not. It just depends on how you look at it. Is it the best recoiling? Yes, from what I can tell and what I've shot, it's my favorite. Some people say that the 6 hour, I think, let's see here, what they call the MPXs or PXs, something like that. I've had a few, I've shot a few, they're all right, don't get me wrong, but some people like them better than these. Yes, they are quicker, they're more user friendly because they're built more like an AR, but at the end of the day, is it better to have the fastest cool car or the coolest fast car? That's up to you. This one right here, I think this is the coolest fast car, quote unquote, in the business, and I really do enjoy this gun. It's just got so much history behind it. Anybody that looks at this, I mean, you can pull out any of them 6 hour carbines or anything else, or pistols with braces, and you know, it might get a glance or two, hey, that's cool, whatever else, and somebody go to the next one. But you pull this out around your friends or your buddies or anybody that knows guns, and they look at this, and I mean, people just stare at it because it's got such a history behind it. I mean, if you all know anything about Call of Duty, one of the biggest guns anybody ever ran in Call of Duty online, Warzone, whatever else, just your normal person that might not know any type of gun, you can jerk this out and they look at it and say, hey, that's an MP5. Yeah, it pretty much is. It's SP5 for civilians, but built just like an MP5, but just semi-automatic. I mean, not even taking in consideration games and real life events. I mean, even look at movies. You have Die Hard. John McClane used the MP5 throughout the movie pretty heavily. Rick Grimes used one in Walking Dead. I mean, you could sit here and talk about for days as well, just the movies and the TV series that this has been in. But guys, like I said, if this is a gun that you're looking for, if you don't have a lot of ammo, I wouldn't get it if I was you, because as soon as I picked up this gun and I looked at it and I said, yeah, I'm going to be shooting a lot through this one. I mean, I've only had it now for 2 days and I've already shot 250 rounds of 9mm through it, and I haven't really been shooting much at all this entire coronavirus epidemic. But you know, once you shoot that first round through it, guys, you gotta have to load up them mags and keep on shooting through them, because this is a gun it's hard to put down. Let me tell you, it's just a fun to shoot and just a really pleasure to shoot all around. But guys, I appreciate y'all viewing. If you have any questions or comments about the H&K SP5, leave them in the comment section below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. I appreciate y'all viewing as always. Thank y'all for everything, and I'll see y'all in the next video.